What's good, y'all? And welcome back to another episode of the Hurls and Smalls Show. Coming to you guys after Christmas. You guys will see this on Friday. We're recording it the day after Christmas, after the Christmas games, after Thursday night football. I hope you guys had a great Christmas, had some good food, got some good presents, spent some quality time with your family. Smalls, man, how are you doing? How was your Christmas?
My Christmas would have been a lot better if my buddy would have had a new headset. Look at him. He looks bogus.
Okay, so look,
Other than that,
the guys. I told you the guys and I did a Secret Santa, right? And it's like the day after we drew names for Secret Santa, I was like, "Hey guys," I texted our group chat. I was like, "Yo, make sure no one, whoever has me, don't get me a headset because I'm 99% sure I'm getting one. I'm 99% sure someone else is gonna get me one. So don't give me the headset. Give me something else." So yeah.
bro, Darko even goes, of course, the first thing I thought of is a headset. And he pulls them up and he goes, but, and then he looks at others. You could have had a headset instead of a motherfucking Jake Paul poster. Which, by the way, you're bogus. Why isn't it up back there? Your buddy got you a poster.
I wanted to open it together. I have it. I got it today. I wanted to open it up together because I haven't seen it yet. So I wanted to open it up as a little surprise.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought I was gonna get the headset, and as you guys can see, I'm still rocking the same headset. So maybe next year Christmas, I'm gonna ride this headset till the wheels fall off.
Absolutely not. I will be furious.
But yeah, that's all right. I cut you off. How was your Christmas?
It was solid. I said last episode, my brothers came home Christmas. We always do Christmas Eve with my mom, and we're having Christmas with my dad Saturday. So I mean, we haven't done anything with him yet, but they were home for 4 hours and then left. So like most of Christmas Eve day, I was just doing nothing. I played 2K like all day trying to get to starter 3 for my +5. And then Christmas Day, I didn't do a damn thing. I edited some for TikToks and the shorts, but other than that, it was like I should have gone to work on Christmas. I just missed out on money
Absolutely.
for no reason.
Got your double pay, got your pay and a half or whatever you get. Absolutely. But my job is closed on Christmas, which I hate. Because like Christmas is like you open your gifts or whatever, you do all that to begin, and the rest of the day you're just sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing. So it's like I may as well be productive and just go to work or something. But yeah.
Well. We can get into more Christmas stuff come small talk at the end of the podcast. We can get into some football stuff.
Hell yeah.
But
hell yeah.
Let's say that you're watching this, we love you, we appreciate you. I know the season is dwindling, so from now until playoffs, there's not a lot of good games left, but we're going to try to keep it as entertaining as possible. So if you're watching, leave us a like, leave a comment. We always comment back most of the time. And if you haven't followed, or if you haven't subscribed, leave us a subscription. And then go to the TikTok. Leave us a follow on the TikTok. I post some videos on there that aren't posted to the shorts, or the TikToks get longer edits than the shorts because you can only post a minute on shorts. And we've been doing some fun stuff over there. So they're only getting like 5 views, and it's breaking my heart because I don't know what I'm doing wrong at this point.
Right. So there's nothing I don't think there's anything you're doing wrong. It's just we're just not in the algorithm, and that's okay for now. We'll eventually get back there, but I don't think there's anything because you haven't changed anything. I don't think you're doing anything wrong, as opposed to when we were doing pretty well. But
But I've tried different stuff, and like nothing is hitting anymore. We were averaging like 600 views at one point. Now, if it was like 100, I'd understand. 5 views? They're blackballing us. And what did Kanye say about blackballs? Anyways, we can move
on. So, we can get into... Wait. No. Do you have your bold predictions?
I never even pulled up OBS, bro.
Oh, before we get too deep, we apologize for... There's a couple things we forgot last episode. We forgot to preview the Christmas games. We forgot to preview the Thursday night games, which we sometimes forget the Thursday night games, which is like, oh, whatever, it's Thursday night. But it was Christmas this week. There was 2 games on Wednesday. We forgot that. And Smalls also forgot to do, I'm going to say we, because sometimes I remind him as well. We forgot to do Smalls' top 10 quarterbacks list. So we forgot.
Which, the only thing I'm going to say is Lamar did take number 1 back. So
I guess. But yeah, sorry. We apologize for that. Y'all are some fake fans because I didn't see anyone say anything about that in the comments. So y'all are some fake fans.
Hey,
It's also on you guys.
we did it to see if y'all would notice. Actually,
Exactly, and no one noticed. So clearly, we guys
y'all
don't fuck
not
with the
even
top 10
watching.
or the Thursday night preview. So we just done doing them. All right, go ahead and get into your bold predictions.
I'm gonna be honest. I was trying to find some. There's not anything bold to predict. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say the Vikings beat the Packers. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say the Lions win on Monday Night Football. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At this point of the season, it's kind of predictable, but I do have one, so I'll give you my one. The things I was going to mention, I said the Vikings. I said there's a few like the minute losses, like the
Mm-hmm.
Jaguars versus who do they play? The Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was gonna come up here and what?
No.
I do something?
No. No. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. Sorry. It's me
I
being
was gonna come up here and say that the playoffs and both sides are set, but you had that overreaction,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of like obvious at this point. Like the
Mm-hmm.
Bengals, I don't think they can do it because the Colts and the Dolphins both have Mickey Mouse schedules,
Mm.
and I don't think the Broncos.
I think the Bengals can get in, bro. Like the people are talking about the Bengals, and it's like the Bengals don't. It's not the craziest path because
Yes, it
all
is.
no, they play the Broncos, so the Broncos have to lose.
Hurlins. It's not about the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
The Colts and the Colts and
Dolphins
the
have to lose
look at,
one.
look at their schedules.
I wouldn't be
It's like
surprised if the Giants snuck up on the Colts and beat them. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jags beat the Colts.
you're trolling.
I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling. And who was the other team? The Dolphins. Let me go take a look at the Dolphins.
The Giants and
Especially the Jaguars. I would not be surprised if the Jaguars gave the Colts a tough game at all. At all.
Mac Jones.
At all. And I would not be
What?
surprised
Hey,
if I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets beat the Dolphins either.
you gotta be trolling. There's no way
No,
you're not. When was
no, the Jets can absolutely beat the Dolphins without question. Without question.
when was the last time you watched the Jaguars?
I watched them last week. I saw BTJ catch his touchdown. So, I tuned in. And
I bet you $100 the Jags don't beat the Colts.
is that like a bet to where if the Colts do win, I just don't owe you anything? And only I'm just getting 100 out of this, but nothing else happens on my end.
That doesn't seem like
so
a
no,
bet.
I'm not making that bet. But I do think the Jags can beat the Colts on any given day, and I definitely, especially this one, I think the Jets can beat the Dolphins.
Hey,
Without a
I got a
doubt.
proposition for you.
Mm-hmm.
Saying bet made me think of it. We got two bets, right? You already owe me 20 because the Ravens 100% are finishing higher than the Niners. And the Ravens also look like they're going to finish higher than the Steelers. So, you'll owe me $40.
Oh.
My proposition for you is you keep that $40 and invest it into a headset. Christmas from me.
Invested into a headset.
You got a fucking headset. I didn't even notice it.
Bro, that's why I was laughing. That's why I was laughing, bro. I was waiting for you to fucking realize. So before we started recording, when I was in OBS, I was like, yo, speak. I was making sure because I was hearing you through this one, which was sitting on my bed or on my lap, sorry. And I had that one on my head, which had no sound. So I was making sure this wasn't being heard in OBS through my mic. That's why I had you speak a million different times before recording. And I when you started going on about the fucking bowl predict, or no, I don't fucking know what you were going on about. But I just put my head down for a quick second, put this back on. And I was like, oh, Smiles gonna notice any second now. I started laughing, and you were like, what? I say something funny? And I was like, oh, he doesn't notice. So I'm like, okay, let's see how long this is gonna take. You are bogus as hell, bro. Like what? What? Bro, I was sitting here like, is he and then you said that. I was like, invest the $40, get yourself a new headset. I'm like, is he serious? Bro.
Look how you're wearing it, dog.
Bro, that is you gotta be better, man. You gotta
Why didn't you just get headphones though?
I didn't buy it. It was a Christmas gift.
Well, that's true. The fucking box is literally on your bed.
Right there, yeah, right there. I didn't know. Right there, yeah. I didn't know if you were gonna notice it, but yeah, I made sure to put it back there too. And you bad for that, man. You're
I'm a
bad.
bad.
You're
I'm
bad for
bad.
that. You're bad for that. But go ahead,
So with that said, bring me my fucking money.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Full
sir.
prediction.
Yep.
Jaden Daniels does the Tampa Bay Buccaneers a favor and beats the Falcons
It's not
to
very
put them
bold
back
of
in the
you.
lead of the NFC South. That's the only one I got.
Oh, that's the only one you can. Well,
When we get to the slate, you'll see it and you'll be like, "Damn."
Well, yes. Hey, and when we get, bro, fuck it. Monday Night Football is Lions, Niners, and you know if the Niners play when I'm working, I'm calling out. I'm not fucking calling out for that game, bro. I'm not. I won't be locked into the game. I don't give a fuck because we're about to get our asses fucking smoked. So I really don't give a fuck. I'm not calling out for the Niners and Lions.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, no disrespect to your team. I know you love them. They might as well let Teddy Two Gloves play.
All right, man. Let's.
But
I do think the Commanders will win. Yes, I think the Commanders will win. Okay. And that's literally the Bucks' only shot, by the way. If the Falcons win on Sunday, they're winning Week 18 as well and getting into the playoffs. So the Bucks are gonna be.
That's why I had to bring that one up because it's literally the only game this week that matters.
Dark just texted me saying, "Yo, Herlins, you might have got the poster. We'll open it at the end, but Dark, you know, I got it. We'll open it at the end, but yeah, I got it like 3-4 hours ago.
It's gonna go right there, right? Wait.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, right here.
Yep.
Absolutely. I'm not sure Amazon isn't saying it's there, but it's not saying it's not there, but it said it's in the area like 7:35 a.m. So not sure.
Tell him it never came, and then when he watches this, he'll be like, "Oh, you dickhead."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me do that. All right. You can get into the Christmas games if you would like.
So LeBron. Anybody who's watching us probably.
Oh no. Continue.
Anybody who's watching us is probably a football and a basketball fan, and at least most of them. Christmas to me is an NBA holiday. Mm-hmm. I didn't watch a single one of the games. I know they were all phenomenal, which is bogus of me because I've always loved
any of the NBA games. Whoa!
Not a one. And it's mostly just because I didn't care. Like, I haven't been very locked in on NBA this season, which is the first time in probably 5 years. Mm-hmm. That like the last 5 years, I could say I watched at least 75 Heat games, and I've missed already more than 7 this year. Mm-hmm. And I watched the first half of the game tonight, and I got really sad, so I just turned it off.
Wow! And then you seen it was a close game, and you ran back in like the Heat fans did in what was it, 2013, running back into the arena, and you watched Tyler Herro hit that game winner, huh? And you was in that, Tyler, like you was watching the whole fucking time, huh?
I was right there.
So you found out about the game and just seeing a notification, huh?
I woke up, rolled over, and Real told me Tyler Herro ices the game. And it's like, yay! Woo! Bam Adebayo had 4 points.
That's not surprising anymore, man. His ass he don't got the heart. He don't want it. He don't want it bad enough. I'm not gonna say he trash, but he don't want it.
Shut up.
Yes, sir.
Shut up.
Yes, sir. But yeah, to anybody that expects anything a lot out of me today, I'm the complete opposite of Smalls. I was locked into those NBA games because they were so fucking good. And then for Bron to say, I love the NFL, but this is our day. Boy, he might have he was right, bro. And you were telling me before, Christmas is the NBA's day. Bro, those games were so fucking good. Starting off with the Knicks and Spurs, I was watching that at my brother's house. All of us were over there, like 15 of us, and we were all watching the game. And before the game, me and this other guy, because my brother was making bets, we were like, Wemby's going for 50, and he damn near did it. Before the game, my brother was calling Mikal Bridges trash, and his ass went for 40. So it was just a great time. And then from that game, it went into the Mavericks and Wolves. The Mavericks kind of made it interesting late because Kyrie just started going crazy. Then the Celtics game happened, but we'll move past that one. Then,
if you're in a group, I think basketball is more fun to watch than football.
I think you got as well.
It's just like,
because it's just so quick back and forth, bucket. Where football is just long drives. So absolutely, I think in a group, basketball is more fun to watch.
When we went to Louisville, the Nuggets and the Timberwolves were playing, and Christian Brown dunked on Rudy, and the whole group like stood up and was like, "Oh!"
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Basketball is a lot of fun to watch with people.
But let's get into the football games.
Yes, sir.
We got the Chiefs going into Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Early game.
Mm-hmm.
I think started at 1.
Yeah.
And it was fake decent to start this game, but belt the ass. Chiefs just pulled their pants down.
Yeah.
And clinched the 1 seed in the AFC with this win.
Yeah, I said a while ago, a couple of weeks ago, enough is enough, man. It's like we can say as much as we want about the Chiefs, about how they're eking out these wins, you know, winning by the skin of their teeth, winning because of a call, but they just continue to find a way. And then you have a game like this where they just completely belt to ass. It wasn't, oh, how'd they find a way to win in this game? How'd they pull that off? They just completely whooped ass. Probably Patrick Mahomes' best game of the season. He was very good in this game. Travis Kelce looked like Travis Kelce of old in this game. In the first half, who was it? Where is it? Justin Watson looked great in this game. Was balling.
Like 60 yards.
Yeah, was balling. He finished with 60. My brother took the line at halftime was 60.5. So all he had to do was get one more yard in the second half, and his ass finished with 60. So my brother was upset at that. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes was very good. The run game was not very good. We were praising Kareem Hunt. He wasn't very good in this game. Neither was Isaiah Pacheco. He still hasn't gotten it going, Pacheco. But yeah, not a great game from the Steelers, especially the propaganda I've been pushing this season for the Steelers having their back, being a Steeler fan, saying they were going to win the AFC North. That doesn't look like it's going to happen anymore. Russell Wilson was not very good in this game. Disappointed. Being a
Steeler hater is working out really well right now.
Did you do air quotes when you said hater?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right. Got it.
Shout out Travis Kelce. He broke the record all-time Chiefs tight end touchdowns.
And then to commemorate Tony Gonzalez, did you see him? He did the dunk on the goalpost like Tony Gonzalez. Yeah. So shout out to Travis Kelce.
You see the video of Pickens like going up afterwards and dapping up Mahomes and Kelce, and just it was when like they were interviewing with the lady and they were eating like the football cakes, and he just went up and like dapped them up, and everybody was like, "What the hell is Pickens doing? Why is he doing that?" So if he's showing like respect, it's what the hell is Pickens doing. Yeah. If he's showing emotion, it's what the hell is Pickens doing.
That's crazy because I think after the Russell Wilson interception, all I saw was it pan over to George Pickens, and he's fucking taking off his helmet off. He's pissed. So that's what was pushed on my fucking timeline, not him doing the good deed, the good gesture, and going, shaking hands. So no, I didn't see that.
Steelers suck.
Man, bro, and I've seen some like talk online, I've seen it on Twitter, on TikTok. It's like, yeah, Mike Tomlin is a very good coach, but it's like people were saying the Steelers have to get out of this rut, this cycle, this purgatory, because it's like, yes, Mike Tomlin. I'm not agreeing with this. I'm just telling you what people were saying. It's like, yes, Mike Tomlin has been a very good coach, and he has this streak of being over 500. But it's like, they were saying, what does being over 500 get you? Like, yeah, you've had some seasons where you were just barely over 500. You went 9-8. Congrats. But what does that get you? Yeah, you have this season where you're 10-6, possibly could win 11 games or stay at 10. But it's like, also, what does that get you? You're not drafting high enough, but you're also not making the deep playoff run. So what are you really doing? Yeah, you're continuously over 500, but at the end of the day, you're just stuck in the middle. That's what people were saying. And how do you feel about that?
I think it's incredibly stupid.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the NBA where Washington Wizards can sit at 500 and it's like, what the hell are y'all doing? We're know you're fake.
Yeah.
The playoffs is one game. Mm-hmm. If the Steelers get hot, so what
Injury,
are they now?
Luck, anything, yeah.
So they're probably playing the Texans first round. They could beat the Texans.
Yeah,
they can move on.
Absolutely.
I think that's very dumb. I think you should want to be Would you take 11-6 as a Niners fan right now?
Boy, I'd take fucking 9-8 getting us into the playoffs over.
I bet if you ask 100 Steelers fans, would they want to keep Mike Tomlin and continue to be over 500 or get a new coach and what are you doing? You're too good to even rebuild. That's just stupid. It's like saying get rid of Spoelstra. Spoelstra's been horrible this year, like absolutely terrible. And there's nobody that could convince me to get rid of him unless he's moving up to the front office because Mr. up there is sleeping all the time.
And he's saying he's not trading Jimmy. Thoughts?
shout out Pat Riley. The Heat don't comment on bullshit like this. So for him to come out and say we're not trading Jimmy, I would bet a lot of money that they don't trade Jimmy.
So
I think
you're a fan that doesn't want Jimmy gone.
absolutely not. Jimmy was one of my favorite players in the league before he was a Heat.
Mm.
And now that he has been a Heat for what, 5 years, he's probably top 5 player for me all time.
Top 5 player or Heat player?
Like all time player.
Wow. Okay.
Which they're
how
pretty
many
much
of them
all
are?
Heat
I was gonna
players.
say how
Anyway,
many of those are Heat players? Yeah. Okay.
it's probably Wade, Bron, Bosh.
So the big 3. Okay. And fucking Bam and Jimmy Butler.
It's probably Goran, Bam, and Jimmy. Those are probably my top 6, bro.
I mean, I'm not hating.
Justice Winslow's like one of my all-time favorites too. So
Jared Sullinger,
and not NBA player.
Okay. All right, but yeah, ain't much else to say about this game. Not much to say about this next game, but the Ravens beat the Texans 31-2. My goodness, this game got less watch time than the first game, and I barely watched the first game. This game was just fucking god awful. The only Texans points was from a fucking safety. So if you want to speak about this game, you can. Go ahead.
The Ravens took control of the North. Shout out to them. Big time win. They played 3 games in 11 days. You know what the score from those games was? Like their score to their opponents?
What was the score?
100-33. 3 games in 11 days. I believe Lamar has taken control of the MVP race again. Lamar has become the all-time leading rusher for a quarterback. Shout out to him. He that 48-yard touchdown he ripped off.
He was just jogging.
Was the fastest he's ran in his career, and he said, "I was just jogging."
Oh man, CJ Stroud was awful.
The Texans are not a Super Bowl contender at all.
They're getting bounced.
They're gonna be a perennial playoff team with CJ Stroud, especially in their division. But this was almost the second shutout of the season, and the first one came 4 days beforehand.
I'll fucking call it a shutout. Your defense scored for you, and it was a safety. It's not like they picked the ball off and take it to the crib. It was a fucking safety. The offense was terrible. CJ Stroud was terrible. He was missing guys high, was missing guys wide. He was just god awful in this game. And in the game before, it's like I get it. You saw your best friend get hurt and get taken away in an ambulance. But in this game, it's Christmas Day. The whole world's watching, and this is the performance you put up. And the entire season, the excuse has been, his offensive line hasn't been very good. He has no time. But in this game, you can't put it on his offensive line. Even when he had time in this game, he was just missing. He just was not good. And we've talked about this for a couple of weeks to where he's just missing guys. Sometimes it's not the offensive line's fault. He'll just have a semi-decent pocket. It may not be the best pocket in the world, but if you're the quarterback that we saw last season, you're making that throw, and he'll just miss a guy.
I believe that the offensive line has gotten into his head at this point. I think he believes he has to get the ball out way faster than what he does, and he resorts too much to check downs. When he has a guy open on the field, whether it's Nico across or Dalton Schultz getting out, he just checks down somewhere, and it's like, CJ, you're shooting yourself in the leg. Mm-mm. The Texans are 1-5 this season against playoff teams.
Yeah, and it's funny you bring up the check down thing. I talked about that when Tank Dell got hurt, that he resorted to checkdowns, and that's what this offense is going to be a lot of with no Tank Dell to take the top off of a defense. It's going to be okay. We're gonna dare you to we're gonna put 2 safeties back there. You got nothing deep because all you got is Nico Collins. You're gonna have to check everything down to a tight end or to a running back, and that offense isn't going to be able to muster up anything if that's gonna be the case.
I agree, but I think that once Deontay Johnson gets accustomed to this offense, he will do wonders. I think Deontay Johnson is an incredible football player. And did you see him after this game?
Mm-mm.
He was in his Texans gear, and he went over and he was all geeked to see Lamar and Derrick Henry and everybody, and it's like,
what happened over there? Like, what?
That's
happened,
exactly
bro?
what I want to know.
Like,
it has to come out.
I really don't know what happened. Maybe he didn't want to be there and he just was fucking half-assing it in practice, or I really don't know. Like, I really don't
But
know.
that doesn't make any sense. If you loved your teammates, you're on a fucking Super Bowl contender. You're getting reps. It's like I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe Harbaugh just hated him. But
Nah, I don't get it.
that's
But
all I gotta say.
yeah,
The Ravens are the second best team in the AFC. Thoughts?
disagree. I think they are the third best team in the AFC.
Fair
I
enough.
think it's Chiefs, Bills, Ravens. Now we can move on to last episode. I had we did our naughty or nice list, and I had Thursday night games on the naughty list, and they're fucking staying there. This game was absolutely awful. The Seattle Seahawks head to Chicago and beat the Bears 6-3. That's right, 6-3. It was an awful game from start to finish. Thursday night football's been ass outside of 2 games all season. Man. This was not a fun watch at all. The Bears have it just doesn't make any sense. They got to go find an offensive minded coach, a quarterback, a coach that can just build with Caleb, can just start this from the ground up again, tear it all down and build it back up. Because I talked about it last episode, for what we thought this team could be, and for this to be the case right now where they've lost 10 straight games, the offensive line is as bad as it is. Even when the offensive line holds up once in a blue moon, Caleb's holding on to the ball for 15 seconds, it feels like, and he's not getting it out. It's just a terrible situation all around. Everybody deserves the blame. And for the Seahawks, I mean, you got to win to keep your season alive. Not to keep your season alive. You got to win. It really didn't matter because it really matters next week because they play the Rams, and that'll be for their division. So for the Seahawks, this game didn't mean much, but for the Bears, 10 straight losses after you started 4-2. Everybody looks awful. Start this bitch from the ground up again, and I have nothing else to say about the Bears.
Shout out our boy Slip. Love you to death.
Oh yeah, both of his teams.
I didn't even know he was a Bears fan. I just knew he was a Seahawks fan. But Slip, I don't want to see the Seahawks in the playoffs, like even a little bit.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
They would get thrashed by the Eagles or the Lions, whoever ends up at number 2.
Mm-hmm. No, their only way in is the division. So they would be.
Oh, I keep thinking they would be 7.
Oh yeah, well, Lions or Vikings. The Lions or Vikings would smack them
holy
regardless.
Shit! So they play the Lions first round regardless. So yeah,
it's penciled in that it's the Lions, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I must have not seen that. But yeah. Oh gosh, I don't
have anything to say about this game. 63. Right. I don't know why you would expect me to talk about this bullshit.
Yeah. Now let's get into the Week 17 review. Only 2 weeks of football left. Oh, preview. Sorry, I only get to watch my team 2 more times. Thank God. Starting off with the Chargers heading to New England to play the Patriots. I don't think there's much to say in this game. I'm obviously going to take the Chargers. They had a couple of rough games, but then they looked good last week against the Broncos. I think that was the Thursday night. I expect them to look good in this game. I expect Justin Herbert to look very good in this game. I saw they opened up the window for J.K. Dobbins, so he could be back pretty soon. If not, maybe the first round of the playoffs or something like that. But I'm taking I'm taking the Chargers in this game pretty easily. But I do expect Drake May to continue to look as good as he has ever since he's been in.
Tell me this doesn't seem like a game the Chargers would lose. Like, obviously, we're both picking the Chargers, but, like, just from a Chargers do the Chargers thing, it's like...
I think they're different, though. I think they're different. I want to think they're different, at least. I want to say, you know what, Jim Harbaugh's going to have this team looking good going into the playoffs. Yeah, you had that rough stretch a couple of weeks ago, but I want to think he's going to have them win their games that they're supposed to win going into the playoffs. They might not do anything in the playoffs, but I think they will look good going into the playoffs.
If J.K. doesn't play, Gus Edwards is already ruled out. No run game against the Patriots defense. It's pretty stingy.
I'm putting my stock in Justin Herbert.
Fair enough. I also took the Chargers, but it just seems like a Chargers thing to do to me to choke this game. But I'm not wishing that upon my buddy Kevin Kool-Aid. Kevin.
Oh yeah.
I know I've said some bullshit about you on here, but I love you to death. You're my guy. I want to play with Kevin Kool-Aid again.
Moving on to a big game. The Denver Broncos head to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. The Bengals need this win here to stay alive.
Kevin Kool-Aid or something
in the playoff race. Man, I want to pick the Broncos here because I've been rooting for them all season, but I want to see the Bengals get in, bro. I want to see the Bengals get in so bad. And I have Chase Brown in the fantasy Super Bowl, so I want him to do his thing. So I'm taking the Bengals. I'm taking the Bengals here to beat the Broncos. I just think now that Joe Burrow knows for a fact what he has to do, he knows he has a chance. I think him and Jamar Chase. Did you see that presser he had where he was like, the reporter was like, if you play well these next couple of games, do you think you have a shot at making All-Pro? And Jamar Chase was like, I'm already All-Pro. And he's right. If Jamar Chase doesn't play another snap, he's first team All-Pro. But I'm going to take the Bengals here because Joe Burrow knows what he needs to do. I'm sure you talk. I don't know if you talked about, actually, he might have been busy.
I didn't talk to him this week.
It was Christmas. He was busy with his family. Joe Burrow, I'm sure you're listening. I know you know what you need to do. Go out there and get it done. Make that 7th seed and go upset a couple of teams in the playoffs. I'm taking the Bengals.
I literally wrote selfish reasons for this pick. I also took the Bengals. I didn't. So a lot of weeks I come in here with like a bunch of stuff I want to talk about. I kind of just, I'm gonna go off vibes today because, as I said, I was looking through these games and it's a bunch of bullshit.
It is. It is. There's a couple good games here and there, but yeah, it is a lot of bullshit.
I will be praying on the Broncos' downfall though, because out of the 4 teams that could make the playoffs, they're my least favorite. So.
The Colts for me. The Colts. I'd rather see the Broncos in there than the Colts. The Colts really pissed me off losing to, who was it? Who'd they fucking lose to?
The Broncos. They lost to the Broncos.
Yes, they pissed me off losing to the Broncos. Yeah, I don't want to see the Colts in there at all. At all.
I love Jonathan Taylor.
Fair enough. We can move on to the Arizona Cardinals heading to LA to play the Rams. I'm taking the Rams here. This game also doesn't matter for them because it comes down to them playing the Seahawks, like I said earlier in Week 18. But the Cardinals, I'm just over with. They've been just ass the second half of the season.
Not necessarily, right? If they win this week and the Seahawks lose this week,
the Seahawks already played.
The Seahawks just played.
Yeah,
they just won,
and the Seahawks won. Yeah. So if the Seahawks won, it didn't matter. It didn't matter regardless. Well, no, sorry. If the Seahawks won, this game didn't matter for the Rams. Yeah, if the Seahawks won, it didn't matter for the Rams. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Rams here just because they're just.
This is a game that Kyler has no reason to win this one, so therefore he probably will. It's like y'all got eliminated from the playoffs. Sure, I'll win this game.
Yeah.
Maybe if you would have won beforehand, you could have made the playoffs. But I'm taking the Cardinals this week.
Okay, I don't hate it. I'm just over the Cardinals. We can move on to the Cowboys heading to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. Jalen Hurts is unlikely to play in this game with his concussion. The Eagles also signed Ian Book, so it looks like we're gonna see Kenny Pickett was also hurt too. So actually, I don't fucking know who we're gonna see. But I'm still gonna take the Eagles regardless because number 26 is in the backfield.
And number 11 is on the outside.
Absolutely. But Cooper Rush has looked good. But CeeDee Lamb was shut down for the rest of the season, so he doesn't have his number 1 target. So I don't expect much of anything out of this offense.
And that sucks for KB in that league because
I saw him tweet that CeeDee Lamb gets shut down in his fantasy Super Bowl. I meant to ask you, who's he playing?
I don't know because I was brokenhearted. I can tell you real quick.
You didn't even open the app anymore after you got eliminated, huh?
I've looked at both of my dynasty leagues, but no, I got both my dynasty leagues over there, and I'm in control of the money for the one, so it's like I gotta keep up for.
Okay.
Yeah, but for as bad as the Cowboys started off, they've actually turned things around this last couple weeks.
Bro, they have. They've looked good, bro. They have looked good. Who knows, man? If Dak didn't get hurt, maybe they turn things around a little earlier, and maybe they can sneak into the seventh seed. But the Cowboys have been very, very decent as of late.
KB's playing Mike Mason, who had Nico Collins get him 7 points on Saturday.
Damn. Oh yeah, go ahead.
He has Chigo Okonkwo at tight end, and Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Hell yeah, KB! Hell yeah!
Nope.
Wait, no, KB has Jaden Daniels. Yes, that I'm rooting for Mike Mason. I'm rooting for Mike Mason. Brock Purdy at quarterback. That's all I need to hear.
I'm gonna clip this out and send it out to him.
KB, go win it, man. Go win it, man.
Nope. That part not getting included.
But no, I'm playing Chip in our fantasy Super Bowl, and Chip had a couple players play. He had I completely forget. He had Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers had like fucking 8 or some shit. And then he had a kicker play, and the kicker only had like Zay Flowers had 5.1, and he had Chris Boswell play who had 4. So I'm projected to win 141 to 119 right now, but we all know projections don't mean anything. You look like fucking Kermit when he has the thing, the hood pulled over. And but yeah, I'm projected to win right now. So good luck to you, Chip, if you're watching this. Let's go, put on a show because no one believed in us, Chip. But moving on to the Carolina Panthers heading to Tampa Bay to play the Bucs. Man, this is a game where I think it's not going to be as easy as people may think. The Panthers have been playing great football. Bryce has been playing
Carolina
great football.
Reapers.
And the Panthers.
You ain't heard that?
No, I have not. I haven't. The Panthers are going to make it tough. It's not going to be like, all right, let's just win this weekend. Let's just worry about Sunday Night Football and hope the Falcons lose. Because now you're going to have to beat the Panthers. Holy fuck, I'm all over the place. You're going to have to beat the Panthers because they're not going to hand it to you. They've been playing good football this past month and a half to 2 month stretch. But I'm going to take the Bucs here because they desperately need it. So I expect Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans to come out and play like their life depends on it because it does. So I expect them to come out here and absolutely ball. I'm going to take the Bucs here and what will look like a blowout, but I think it'll be a closer game and then maybe the Bucs pull away at the end.
Tampa has to put Bills to ass these last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's all it is. I want to see them in the playoffs really desperately, so
because you win this
Evans,
week,
get your
Falcons
1,000.
lose. All you got to do is win week 18. But now if you lose this week and the Falcons lose, you got to have to pray for another loss in week 18. Just beat the Panthers this week, please. Because Tampa, I want to see you guys in the playoffs so bad because you guys could actually upset somebody, whereas the Falcons, they're fun. Michael Penix will be fun to watch, but I don't think they're beating anybody. So Baker, man, go get it done, please. Mike Evans, go get that 1K.
Bryce Young, I love you. That jersey will be mine soon.
You see him talking about the Nike Elite socks at the little scrum?
I didn't have toys growing up.
Moving on to the New York Jets at the Buffalo Bills. I'm taking the Bills. Fuck the Jets.
What a 2-week stretch from the Buffalo Bills. They had the Pats last week and the Jets this week. Just an absolutely bogus ass division, bro.
Bro, it's bad, man. It's bad. I was saying like at fucking week 8, the Jets, the Bills may be able to rest in week 11, and like this division is god awful.
The only reason that Josh Allen is playing is for the MVP.
I think so.
Because they can't get 1 seed.
I think.
And
so
if he looks this week like he did last week with that hand injury, he was horrible last week. Then it's Lamar's award. So just sit him out week 18. Obviously, I'm taking the Bills.
Look at dude. He wanted him to sit down so Lamar can just claim that, just walk to that MVP, huh?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, at least you're being honest. Holy shit. Moving on to the Indianapolis Colts heading to New York to play the Giants. I'm sure we're both taking the Colts in this game. You love the Colts for some apparent reason. I love them because number 28 is on my fantasy team. So go win us the bowl. I'm taking the Colts.
You see, I know you didn't see it because you don't watch college football, but Shiloh and Shador Sanders were warming up together, and Shiloh looks at him and goes, "Hey man, team might trade up for you." And Shador goes, "Can't get higher than 1."
That's hard. That's hard. That's hard. Shout out
Giants. Don't fall out of that 1 spot. Keep that number 1 pick, and
the Raiders really
and don't take
bro.
Shador. Cam Ward went up there and said, I love New Jersey. I would love to play here. Go get him. Bring him home. And I know Octo Joe, our boy, would hate Cam Ward. Would hate him. No. Mm-mm.
Oh, whoa. Wait. No, they're in the division. The Giants?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're in the division. Why else would he hate him?
What does Joe hate? That shirt suit got him.
Oh, nonchalant. Oh, Cam Ward's he's a nonchalant type of guy? Really?
To the max, dude. Okay. To the max.
Okay. And you have to see him 2 times a year if he gets drafted.
All right, let me drop back here. Oh, 40-yard touchdown. And then just walk to the sidelines. And it's like, dude.
It's like, I do this. Okay. I respect it, though. But yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, dog.
I'm sure we both got the Colts there. Speaking of the Raiders and them fumbling the number 1 overall pick, the Raiders head to New Orleans to play the Saints. I'm taking the Saints in this game. The Raiders, you fucking suck.
The Raiders fell to the 6th overall pick from number 2.
Terrible.
Just absolute bozo activity because they desperately need a quarterback. So they're going to need some teams to win. But I don't think it's going to happen. I feel genuinely bad for whoever wins this game because they both need the higher pick. But
same with this next game.
mentioned it a couple episodes ago with Cam Johnson talking to Sue Bird. No active player wants to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you're wanting to tank, the players are still going to go out there and try to win. So give me the Raiders.
All right. I don't hate it. Moving on to the Tennessee Titans heading to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. Really don't give a fuck in this game. I'm taking the Jags.
We got Vontae versus Sujat.
I'm riding with Sujat, baby. Give me the Jags. Give me Mac Jones and Brian Thomas Jr.
I took Vontae because the Titans looked good in that comeback last week.
Mason Rudolph.
And outside of Brian Thomas, Mason Rudolph is fucking horrible. Outside of Brian Thomas, there's not a single thing on the Jaguars I care about, and that's coming from a guy who adores Travis Etienne. Travis, get better.
Leave and join back.
Why?
Because you're moving in like a couple frames a second at times. Hey guys, are you better? All right, moving on to the Miami Dolphins heading to Cleveland to play the Cleveland Browns. The Dolphins need this win. Man, I want the Bengals to get in, but I think the Dolphins still win this game. I think they beat the Browns. Maybe they get the win. Maybe they lose next week. I'm gonna take the Dolphins and to win this.
The Browns are tanking.
Yeah.
As soon as they said, we're going to go with Dorian, it's like, all right, you might as well just forfeit these last two games because he is god-awful and costed me $600.
Moving on to what could possibly be game of the week. The Green Bay Packers head to Minnesota to play the Minnesota Vikings. Man.
I pray this isn't the week the Vikings do it. They've been winning so long. To get this close to the last game, where just make it y'all versus the Lions.
Don't worry, if the Vikings lose, the Niners got them on Monday night. So I'm good, but I'm still gonna ride with the Vikings in this game. They've been very, very good. Then this is the entirety of the season outside of those two games. But the Packers, man, if they get it going early with Josh Jacobs, I think that's the key for the Vikings to win this game. You have to not allow the Packers to and Josh Jacobs to get a hot start, because that's how the Packers have been rolling for the past couple of months. Is let's feed Josh Jacobs early, get him going early, and we just cruise through the rest of the game. Jordan Love, you don't have to make any wild throws. You're not turning the ball over. You're protecting the ball. Josh Jacobs is going to win us this game, and Jordan Love, if we need you to make a throw here or there, where you're capable of doing that. But I just think the Vikings, I think they're honing in on Josh Jacobs and not allow him to get going as easily as he has in these past couple of games. So I'm going to roll with the Vikings here. And especially it's at home. They have one of the best home field advantages. The fucking fans in Minnesota are amazing. So I'm riding with the Vikings.
The NFC North might have three of my favorite coaches in the league.
Fair. That's a fair statement.
Like, they're elite at the same time, but like I love them. Like Dan Campbell, it's hard not to like him. Kevin O'Connell is just brilliant in every aspect of the offense, and then Matt LaFleur is as well. Who?
Thomas Brown.
Oh, I thought you said Thomas Bryan. I was about to say that's not his name.
Shout out Thomas Bryant, former Heat.
Former a lot of things, but not a former player because he doesn't get to touch the court very often.
I'm sure you got the Vikings.
I got the Vikings. I said that I want to see them go into the final week with something on the line. So, okay, fuck you.
Fuck, there you go.
Good. Announce the game.
No, I need you.
Oh shit. Hit it.
Waiting all day for a Sunday. The Atlanta.
It's funny doing this with you and like doing this all season. I know when like how high you got to get for you to cut out. Watching that video of y'all doing the Secret Santa and you opened something and or maybe it was when Sujap opened the Trevor Lawrence thing.
When I opened the
it was the Gushers and you couldn't hear a single thing you were saying.
I promise you, I didn't scream when I went. I wasn't screaming because Dark said the same thing. He was like, "You're breaking the sound barrier," but I promise I didn't scream. I promise you, I did not scream. I was just like, but I didn't scream. But the Atlanta Falcons head to Washington to play the Commanders. Big game for the Falcons. If they lose this game, all the Bucs got to do is win their last 2 games, and the Bucs are in. If the Falcons win this week, they win in Week 18, and they are in. For the sake of me being a fan, for what I want to see and what I think will happen as well, I'm taking the Commanders here. There's no reason for me to take the Falcons over the Commanders, but also I want to see the Bucs in, so that's even more reason to take the Commanders in this game. Jaden Daniels on Sunday Night Football, I think he's going to put on a show. I'm riding with the Commanders, especially off of their big win they had last week against the Eagles. But shout outs to you, Michael Penix. Wow! Wow! That's what you went to go grab, huh? Wow, that's a Christmas gift? Did you buy that for yourself? Was it a gift to yourself?
Christmas gift for my mama.
Wow, shout out to Mama 325, man. Shout out to Mama 325.
She had no idea. We'll get to some Christmas stuff afterwards, but she was funny about them. But wow. As you said, the Tampa needs the Commanders to win this game, so I will be rooting for Tampa. But it just sucks that I think that if the Falcons lose this game, it'll probably be because of quarterback inexperience, and it just shouldn't have come to this point. If you were going to play Penix, it should have been sooner. So if they do lose, it's on themselves.
And it's not. Kirk was solid in the beginning of the season, but it's like if you were going to draft Penix, you don't bring in Kirk. Like it's not the fact that you played Penix when you did. It's like either Penix should have been your guy from day one, or he should have never played because it shouldn't have been in this situation. Penix should have either been your week 1 starter, or he shouldn't have been on your team. That's the problem. But that's a conversation for another day. We both got Commanders there. Moving on to Monday Night Football. I already said I will not be locked into this game. I really don't give a fuck. I'll be working. I'm not calling out for this piece of shit game, so no stream from me this week. Maybe I'll do a stream of me just watching some games, flipping through random games, but not for the Niners specifically this week. The Detroit Lions head to San Francisco to play the Niners. The last time they were in the Bay was in the NFC Championship game, and look at how the tides have turned this time. I'm obviously taking the fucking Lions in this game. They're going to throttle us. But I also think this could be a fake fucking decent game to where we, for some bullshit ass reason, look good and make it competitive. But I'm going to roll with the Lions in this game. They are playing for the 1 seed. So I think they're, going to come in and fucking have some trick plays on us and completely whoop our ass.
Preseason, this game was supposed to be so pretty, dude.
One of the games of the week, a rematch, or games of the season, sorry. Rematch of the NFC Championship game, especially how we beat them coming back 24-7 in the second half. Man.
It's just...
But I still think it can be a good game, though. I think it could. I honestly think it may be a good game, but I won't be there to find out. But go ahead, ask what you're going to ask.
It definitely can be, but why is Fred Warner still playing? If he has a broken ankle, why is he still playing?
And he said he was asked that today. I just saw the quote maybe like an hour or two before we started recording. He said there's just an integrity to the game. And he's like, I play the game, I play this game, I play a kid's game and make all this money and I play it for the people, for the fans, for my family. So I'm gonna go out there and for my team. So I'm gonna go out there and play these final 2 games. If I'm good to go, I'm playing. That's basically.
But he's not good to go.
And yeah, he's been playing with that broken ankle since week 4, he said. And it's kind of, you've seen, and through 4 weeks, he was my defensive player of the year. He was probably most people's defensive player of the year. You kind of saw his play decline. And after a while, he came out and said, yeah, I broke my fucking ankle or foot, whatever, in week 4 or week 3, something like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why he's still playing, but I wouldn't keep playing, but I understand why he's doing it.
I understand if you're in the playoff, when you were in the playoff race to continue to play because integrity, whatever, you're eliminated. You're not playing for anything. You're just shortening your career at this point.
Yeah, I know. I don't even fucking know anymore, man.
Came on today that Teddy Two Gloves signed with the Lions, and I think that's awesome.
After he got his little championship with his high school team,
state championship, yep.
Shout out to them. Now he's just back in the league, and it was Schefter or Rappaport that had a tweet. He's only fucking 32, bro. He's only 32. It feels like Teddy's been around forever. Like he was at least like fucking 38 or something, but he's only 32. The Minnesota Vikings. I thought, dude, I love not that he was gonna be your guy, but I thought he could be a guy like your guy, but not the franchise. But like he would be your quarterback for 7 years or something.
He was supposed to be the franchise
guy. Yeah, and then he tore his fucking
injuries.
leg up. Yeah, But man, like he would never put up those gaudy numbers, but he would always be a consistent guy that would maybe give 20-ish touchdowns when wasn't throwing a bunch of interceptions. So I always thought if you put the right team around him, he could be decent and lead a decent playoff team. But yeah, that injuries got to him. But yeah, I'm taking the fucking Lions here. They're gonna, like I keep saying they're gonna smoke us, but part of me just thinks this is gonna be a good game for whatever reason.
I saw someone say that like if he goes from winning a state championship to winning a Super Bowl in the span of 3 months, it's going to be one of the best cheesy movies on Disney in the next coming years.
Absolutely. It's gonna be like, yo, this coach just won a fucking a state championship. He used to be a quarterback. Our quarterback just got hurt. Hey, we need you. Our game's in 30 minutes. Come suit up for us, and then he leads them all the way. Absolutely, it definitely will be. But that is it. That is it for the week 16 or week 17 preview. Go on.
I just want to pick your brain. I saw a TikTok about this, and the bottom 10 teams in the league this year have 36 total wins. Mm-hmm. Last year they had 51.
Yeah, I've seen something like this.
The top 10 teams drafting this year are like the worst in a long time, way worse than the normal average.
Yeah, it's like 3 wins and shit like that. Whereas like the 5th pick in the prior years would be like 6 wins or something.
The 8th pick, the Jets right now would have had the 2nd pick last year.
Yeah, it's bad.
Do you think that is bad for the league, or do you think it's going to be more so normalized that the top of the league is separating itself from the bottom?
I don't think this is going to be a common occurrence. I don't think this is going to happen every year. I think it's just, like you said, I think there's just such a big gap in because the teams this year are like fucking, the good teams this year are not just fucking 11 wins or 10 wins. They're 15 wins from the Chiefs, 13, maybe 14 wins from the Vikings and Lions. One will probably have 15, the other will have 14. The Packers, who are going to finish 3rd in their division, could finish with 11, 12 wins possibly. So I think the top of those teams, like the top of the top teams, are just so good that they're whooping on the bad teams. So it just makes their record look worse than what it usually is. But I think if we move to next season where the top fucking 5 teams all don't have 13 plus wins, I think it'll just balance itself out. So I just think this is a this year problem. I don't think it's going to be an ongoing problem.
I agree completely, but at the same time, why is it crazy to see that like the top of the league just separates itself from the bottom? We see it in the NBA all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And next year, the bottom 10, I don't think many of them are really going to make a bunch of jumps. Like I expect the Bears to be better,
mm-hmm.
but the Giants will be bad, the Raiders will be bad, the Saints
mm-hmm.
will be bad.
Mm-hmm. I'm honestly, but there's just, like you said, I think but I think there's teams that can make the flip next season. Like the Cowboys, they're not one of the worst teams, but I think they'll be right back to the top of the NFC East next season. The Niners, I think, have a shot at being right back up at top of the NFC West next season. The Bears probably won't be good, but I think they could be a middle of the pack team next season. The Panthers, the way they've closed out the season, I think they could be a solid 7-win team next season or something like that.
Just say yes or no. Will they be in the bottom 10 again next year?
Mm-hmm.
New York Giants.
Yeah.
New England Patriots.
Yes, I think at the back end of the bottom 5.
So you think they make a little bit?
Yeah, I think they'll be better. I wouldn't be surprised if we came into next season and the Pats were the 2nd best team in that division.
Jaguars.
I think the Jags could fuck around win the division next year. So I'm gonna say, yeah, this division is not good. It's not good. I wouldn't be surprised if 10 games win this division and they beat out the Texans for this division. So I'm going to say the same thing for the Patriots. I'm going to say, yes, they're in the top 10, but I think they'll be towards the back end of the top 10. So I'm going to say, yes, they're in the top 10.
Browns.
Yeah.
Titans.
Yeah.
I think Titans will draft top 3 next year.
Mm-hmm.
You said Panthers make a jump. I don't see a world where the Raiders are out of the top 10.
No.
Jets.
The Jets, I don't think they'll be that bad. I don't think they'll be in the top 10 again next year. I don't.
Okay. Bears? I don't think
the Bears, I don't think will be in the top 10 either.
I think the Saints should be.
They should be. Will they be? I don't know, but they should be. Like, as far as not, like, what I want them to do, I think they should blow it up to where they're absolutely in the top 10. Yes.
But that's the top 10. Then you get the mediocre teams,
Yeah,
and
but I think
like
there's a couple teams that could move up into mediocre. Like I said, the Panthers, the Pats, the Jets. I think for sure the Jets and Jags. I think will. Those are my two that I think won't be in the top 10. If I put some money on it, I had to put money on two teams in the top 10. I would think it's the Jags and the Jets.
so that
I
say
think the
those
Jags
two,
can win the division.
say those two, the Panthers and the Bears, all make at least slight jumps.
Which
The
teams?
bottom six are still
okay.
no. I'm just saying the bottom six are still all going to be just god awful.
Yeah, but that's the case. It's not usually where it's 10 teams that are all fucking 4 wins. It's usually
No, but
4 to 5 teams that are towards the bottom, separating themselves with the bottom 5 teams from the rest of the league. And I don't think the bottom will be fucking 3 wins again next season. Maybe the first overall pick will be, but I just don't think it'll be like that this next season.
you think you can see the Giants or the Raiders having more than 3 wins?
Not that all 5 I could see. As I said, I think maybe the first and second can be, but all 5 or all 10 being 3, 4, 5 win teams, I don't think will be the case next season.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to bring that up. See what you thought. We can move on though. Shout out Madison.
Right. The shout outs get fucking less and less every single time. That was just shout out Madison. That's it.
They ain't played since last time I talked about it.
All right. As always, with our Thursday episodes, we have to do our 4-man fantasy. And if you've been keeping up, I've been on a pretty decent hot streak as of late. We've said if I can win out the rest of the season and tie, we'll take it into the playoffs.
Oh, you got to say we said. You got to stop saying we said.
Did we not say it?
No. You can say I said.
North and AFC South. Right. Did you go first last week or? I never remember. Bro.
3 weeks, bro.
We'll say I go first this week.
Bro, you always go first.
Really? Okay, you can have it. You're landing on.
No, you can have it. What division is it?
Are you sure? Are you sure I can have it?
What division is it?
I got the AFC South.
You can have it.
Man, fuck. I got the Jags. The Texans already played. I got the Titans, and then I got the Colts. Jonathan Taylor, was he taken last week?
I don't know, was he?
So it's fuck yeah. It's really between Jonathan Taylor and Brian Thomas Jr. I haven't had Brian, but Jonathan Taylor's on my. Actually, no. Last time I took Jonathan Taylor, he did that shit where he dropped it at the goal line. So I'm not taking Jonathan Taylor this week. I'm taking Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just changing things up. BTJ has never been part of these drafts, so I'll get him in one. To end the season. Fucking move. All right.
Lamar.
Spinning. He already played, but all right. Spinning for you, and you're landing on the NFC South.
I think I want to take
Kyle Pitts.
Bijan Robinson.
Kyle, come on. Take Kyle Pitts for me. I have him in the fucking fantasy Super Bowl. Take him for me, man. Ride with me. Support me.
You can have the division if you want.
Never mind.
I'll go to
No. We're good. You got Bijan.
All right.
Spinning for myself. I'm landing on the NFC West. Seahawks already played. The Niners play on Monday night against the Lions. The Rams play. Who the fuck do the Rams? Rams play the Cardinals. Okay, so they play each other. Oh, wait. What the fuck? Tomorrow? Oh, these games are Saturday. Yeah, there's 3 Saturday. Okay, so Chargers, Patriots, Broncos, Bengals, and Cardinals, Rams are all Saturday games, by the way. But I'm taking the best tight end in football. Give me George Kittle. Did I take him last week?
You took him last week.
Fuck. Okay, that's fine. Give me.
You want Gino?
Give me Trey McBride. Or do I take receiver?
You can have Gino from tonight.
Give me Trey McBride.
No touchdown, man.
He gets a touchdown this week because he's on my team now. He gets a touchdown this week. Book it. What do you think the odds are on that? You think the line's plus crazy? Something crazy? You think if you take
FanDuel probably got it at plus 100. They had an offensive lineman scoring a touchdown at plus 800. That's it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they scam.
Yeah. You got the AFC West.
Yes. I got the AFC West. Let's go.
Who'd you want? Was there somebody? Justin Herbert?
No,
Bo Nix?
I'm trolling.
Bo Nix? Bo Nix? Chip has Bo Nix this week.
Go look at who the Broncos are playing and tell me if I'm taking a Bronco.
No, sir. No, sir.
Let me get you. Damn, they played already. So I gotta pick between the. Oh, well, it's an easy pick. It's a fucking easy ass pick. How many teams in this division?
Oh my gosh! Right, Brock Bowers. Now we're moving on. This is ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. I got the AFC North. Fuck. Lamar Jackson already played. All right, so it's really Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. That's it. That's it. Give me. Fuck. Man, this is tough. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. You ain't talked to him this week. You know, maybe he's not feeling it. You know, maybe he, because he would have called you. If you didn't call him, he would have called you. But maybe he's just not with it this week. He's locked in. He's 0 dark 30. Maybe that's why. So give me Joe Burrow. Give me Joe Burrow.
Can you tell me who you were debating on him with? It was him or who?
Jamar Chase.
And can you tell me who you've drafted so far?
Trey McBride and... Oh, I took BTJ. Oh, shit. Just shaking your head, huh?
I was literally mouthing to the camera, he's a fucking idiot. He already took a receiver.
You got the NFC East.
I could say Kenny Pickett.
You could.
But I'm going to take Jaden.
All right. Down to the NFC North and the AFC East. I need a running back. Smalls needs a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And I got the AFC East.
Mark me down for Jettis.
And mark me down for James Cook.
I will not be doing that.
He was drafted last week?
You took him last week.
Oh my gosh. Fuck, I should have went Chase Brown last pick. Fuck! Give me Devon Achane. No way he was fucking drafted. Don't even give me no fucking look.
Well, no shit, because you picked one player from a division, dog. You took James Cook.
Shit. All right.
Don't be locked in.
Read us out the final teams.
I have Jaden Daniels, Bijan Robinson, Justin Jefferson, and Brock Bowers.
That team sounds very good. I will not lie.
Sounds golly, don't it?
That team sounds very good. And my team is...
You have Joe Burrow, Devon Achane, Brian Thomas Jr., and Trey McBride.
The winning streak is over, dog. The winning streak is over, man. It was a fun run while it lasted, but I think that's it for you, boy. But yeah, that is it for all that I got. I know you got your small talk, so go ahead, take the floor.
But for small talk this week, it's just Christmas. We can get into more of that, Christmas week. Either presents you got, presents you gave, experiences you had, shit like that. Okay,
so presents I got was obviously I did the Secret Santa with some friends. I got the massage.
Shout it out.
Twitch.tv, or not Twitch.tv, youtube.com/total YT, TOTL, just spelled like that. I'll put the link somewhere maybe in the description if I remember. But yeah,
and anybody who doesn't know, it's Herlin's, and then like our most loyal viewers, our boy Sudrop, we talk about a lot. Our boy Darko. Joe. I don't think Pooks watches all the time, but
not a football guy.
I see him comment once in a while.
Yeah,
and then Joe.
So yeah, we did a Secret Santa. We did a Secret Santa last year. This year, Dark gave me a hand massage gun. I have it right here. I love it, like this, the hand massage gun. He got me a Nikkei 30 hoodie. I have it right here as well.
He wore it last episode.
Yeah,
It's hard.
I wore it last episode. It is. I love it.
Or a couple episodes ago.
Yeah. He got me a box of Gushers. That's what Smiles was talking about when I was screaming. And then he also got me
Pop it open.
a Jake Paul poster. This is what this.
Unless you want to open it with him, I guess.
No, he'll see it because I already texted him saying I didn't get it. So he'll see it here. So let's crack this open together. There's some fucking.
I like Jake Paul a lot, by the way.
Yeah, so I fuck around, just ship it over to you.
No, I don't want it. I would not put that on my wall.
But I gotta put it on my wall, huh?
Yeah, it was a present for you.
Shit, sorry. Last one. All right, the big reveal. I'm gonna let the camera see it first. Holy fuck, I can see it. I can see through it.
Bro. Oh, it's just the one from his documentary.
If you think this shit is going up on my wall, absolutely the fuck not. Just got this dude with no fucking shirt on, just jacked on my fucking wall. My mom's gonna walk in like, what the fuck do you have going on in here? But thank you, Dark, for getting me this. Shout out to you, Jake Paul. Fight a real boxer.
You fight McGregor.
But yeah. Shouts to you, Jake Paul. Thank you, Dark. But yeah, other than that,
You sure you wearing it new?
It is. It's a Niner shirt. I really like it. It's like, you know how like the shirts would usually with fucking like print like this, it'll get like all crackly and stuff. Mm-hmm. It came like that, so I kind of like it. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but it came like that. That's how the shirt was. I got that Niners pillow right there that you can see.
Okay.
I got a Niners blanket and probably I got a Niners lanyard, which was an underrated gift. It's the gifts that's like, fuck, this just broke. I'm glad I just got a new one. A Niners lanyard for my keys, like my car keys. Mine literally broke maybe 3 days before Christmas, and they didn't know. But they just ended up getting me a new Niners lanyard, and it was an amazing gift. And this is probably my favorite gift I got. I got these Niners.
These are hard.
Yeah, my mom was saying too. My mom's not a football person at all, but she was like, those slippers are beautiful. Yeah, I love them. I've been wearing them nonstop. My mom and I went to the mall today, and I was literally wearing these. But yeah,
So I got a genuine question for you. Mm-hmm. I know you've been on your gym grind. You've lost a lot of weight.
I was just at the mall today because I had to go clothes shopping. None of my pants fit me anymore, and I'm down like I was a 42, 32, like waist 42, length 32, and today I just bought 34, 32. So that's down from a 40, 42, 44 to a 34, 32.
I think I wear a 34, 32.
Yeah.
Which that doesn't make it. No, that's no way. Maybe I do. I don't know. But shout out to you, by the way. That's awesome. But what I was gonna say is that.
Hold on. Sorry. Let me check. Sorry, 36, 32. 36, 32. Sorry, because I
wasn't questioning you. I was questioning myself.
I thought about it. I was like, Smalls and I we look different. Like we're different body types. So I was like, maybe, and then I checked. Yeah, 36, 32. Sorry. So from a 44.
But that's still
to
6 sizes. Or 8 sizes. Yeah. That's big
44,
time.
Yeah.
But last year when I was losing all my weight, it was like Christmas comes and I don't want to ask for clothes because my goal is I'm gonna continue to
lose the weight. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Yes. And I was in the fucking in the fucking store and my mom handed me the 38 and it was like it fits, but it's like I know in 3 weeks to a month this shit is gonna be too big for me. Like I was already feeling it. It was like to where I have to wear it with a belt. If I wear it with a belt, it'll fit fine. Like it'll be alright. It'll stay up. But I know if in a month's time this shit ain't fitting me no more. This shirt that I got, it's a fucking XL. It's already big on me. It already is. Dark's hoodie that he got for me is massive on me. It's not fitting me anymore. Literally, the enjoy hoodies anymore. The enjoy hoodies I cannot wear anymore. It's a fucking blouse on me now. It's literally a dress. Yeah. I cannot wear it anymore. So there's just so much stuff that I want. Like it's like exactly. I want to ask for clothes, but it's like I didn't even know my size until today. That's why I had to go. And which I was telling the guy. Going clothes shopping and have to measure out your fucking clothes is a top 5 worst thing on the planet. I hate we talked about it last episode. I hate going shopping especially with my mom. She's just fucking stopping and looking at everything. But clothes shopping is the worst, where you have to run to the fitting room, try this on, take it off, come back out. Oh, that one didn't fit. Run back in with something else. It's the absolute worst. But yeah, asking for clothes, I didn't want to do that because I didn't even know what I was, and I knew they would get me something to where it's like, fuck, in 2 months, this is gonna be useless to me.
And it's weird now for me because when I was bigger, it was like I want my clothes to be baggy because I'm ashamed of this. But now that I've lost a lot of weight, I don't want to be like swimming in my clothes anymore. But at the same time, I don't want to spend a lot of money on clothes, so I'm just wearing shit that's big. And like, I'm genuinely surprised my mom didn't give me any pants because she always complains. It's like, dude,
you wear the same.
You don't have any pants that fit you.
My mom hates the fact that I don't wear a bunch of clothes more than I do. It's like I'm cycling through the same shit every couple of weeks. My mom hates it. Me, I'm just fucking living. It's whatever to me. But my mom absolutely hates it. But I definitely feel you, bro. It's
because the thing is with me too is I'll wear some sweats and a hoodie to work. And then once I get to work, I change it into my uniform. I got work pants and a work uniform. So it's like I don't have to have a bunch of stuff because I'm at work 9 hours a day. I come home, I either talk to you or I edit on here or I'm playing the game. It's not like if I'm going out.
I don't go out much. Exactly. I got a couple shoes for when I go out, a couple pairs of pants for when I go out on a rare occasion, and that's it.
Shoes are different. I got like 25 pairs of shoes.
I'm like I have that pair of shoes right there on that shoebox right there. Those are some 5s. I have a couple other shoes. I maybe have like 4 shoes in total. That's it.
I have all of those pairs, and I wear 2 pairs. I wear a pair of absolute beaters to work every day.
Yeah.
And then if I'm doing anything, I wear these, and they're D Wade's. They're extremely comfortable, and they're D Wade's, my favorite player all the time.
Entertain?
Sorry. What I needed for Christmas this year was a pair of AirPods. It's the only thing I asked for. I said either give me a new phone or a pair of AirPods because
I brought these out yesterday. They're Christmas-fied because I was out yesterday.
Oh, they're low tops.
Yeah, and they have the green right there, the red and the little green thing. So I was wearing these yesterday when I was out for the Christmas spirit.
The only Jordans I've ever had are 11s. I think I had 2 pair of 11s. I don't really like Jordans, to be honest. I never was on the wave. My brother could like to choose when he was in high school, and
I'm a Nike guy.
I don't really care about shoes that much. All of the shoes I have are like, I got some LeBrons, I got some Dames, I got some Donovan Mitchells. I just like shoes that are cool.
Yeah, I'm not a shoe guy either, but sorry, continue.
But as I was saying, this is my 4th pair of AirPods. 4.
Dog. AirPods are disgustingly expensive, bro. And it's like, I've been rocking, like, I only have one AirPod. I only have the right AirPod. And it's been like this for maybe a year and a half. But it's like, I'm not committing another 200 and change to go buy another fucking set of AirPods. It's crazy. I've had 3 pair of AirPods, bro. 3. And I've only had an iPhone for 4 years. So it's like, what the fuck? I'm buying a new pair every year. It's terrible. It's terrible, bro.
So the first pair I got was for Christmas, and I had them for like a year and a half. And then I lost them. I had no idea where they were at. So I asked for another pair. I got another pair for Christmas. Then I found my first pair. So I had 2 pairs for a while. And then I left them at work one day, and they went through my work outfits get dry cleaned. So they went through the dry cleaner, and the one got absolutely ruined. And then the other one, it still works, but like it only connects like 10% of the time. So I still have it in my laptop case, but it's like those are only if I absolutely don't have anything else. And then the very first pair of AirPods I got were the only ones I have, and they're absolutely covered in paint. The first time I ever bought AirPods was this summer because the first 2 pair I had were through the ringer. And it's
you
like
bought AirPods
I used
this summer? And
I
got
bought
new
AirPods
ones for Christmas. Oh my, continue. Holy shit.
I bought this summer. They were like $210. And I was at work one day. We went to pick up a mower, and I hopped down off a trailer. I had it in my ear just waiting for the boss to get done fucking mowing. And I hop down, I slip it in my pocket because I got a pocket on each side right here. I always just slip it in here so I won't lose it. And I must have bent over to put a ratchet strap on or something. And when I went to get it back out, it was gone. And I was like, oh my gosh, man, no. And then the other one, the other side I still have, so I could use it. But I wanted a pair where I'm gonna keep these nice. So like if I'm working out or if I'm wearing them around the house or something, I have a nice pair. And then my first ever pair I'll keep for work. But that was a necessity. I needed AirPods.
Bro, again, it's like having the one, and then it's like when the one dies, it's like, well, shit, I'm out of luck. I can't do anything now. But when you have the two and you can switch them in, it's like you take it for granted when you can just pop it. Oh, that one's dead. I'm popping in the other one. But like me, I've had one for like a year now. It's like, fuck. Well, this one died. Well, my phone. If I'm on the phone with you, sorry, I gotta hang up. If I'm listening to music, well, no music for the next hour till it's done charging. It's the absolute worst. The absolute worst. So I definitely figure I need to get a new pair. But it's just like, and now that I've gotten the pros, it's like I can't bring myself to spend the $90 or $100 to get the regular ones. I have to get the pros again, and it's like those are 200 and plus. So I'm not doing that. I'll just rock with my one until it fucking dies on me.
I can say though, I was listening to the Breadbasket podcast. Shout out our boys.
They come up a lot, bro. Come on. The John series.
Yes.
They got it, man. I was hyped with them. I was hyped with them when the dude was like, "This is John speaking." I was like, "Oh, come on!" And then they had the John voicemail, and I was like, "No, man.
Yeah, literally the day before." Yeah. Awesome series though. They're so intuitive.
That's such a great like idea. Whichever one of them came up with that, that's an amazing idea.
They're genius. But I was listening to them back to what I was saying.
They call me. Their next name series.
Is this Hurlins?
Well, no, they're not looking for Hurlins, but they're gonna be looking for a fucking Andrew, and then they're gonna call me. Well, this is Andrew. I was fucking lying because I know it's them.
But I was listening to them, and Zach was at the gym, and he had both his AirPods in, and he lost the case. And I can't say I've never done that. I don't know how you would lose the case.
Because why it doesn't? The case is like in the Find My. It's only the AirPods themselves, the little AirPod, not the case. So if you lose the case, you're fucked. Because you can't track it. You can only track the AirPods themselves, which is absolute ass. And why I one of the times I lost my AirPods is because I sleep with AirPods in. Like I sleep to music. And I sleep with them in. So I don't know what the fuck. I'm headbanging in my sleep to the music, but I wake up and they're just all over the place. So I've lost one in my room where it's like, I don't know where the fuck it went. And this was a couple of years ago. I lost it and I was like, okay, I'll look around the room. It'll be there. It was gone, bro. Something came into my fucking room and snatched it while I was asleep. Because I promise you, I never found it. This was a couple of years ago and it's never turned up. I've looked under the drawers, under the bed, in between the mattress. It never showed up. I fucking whipped out the fucking blankets. It never showed up. And the next one I lost at work. But it's not I lost at work. It got stolen at work. So I took my AirPods out to go like plug it into like a charge because the case itself was dying. So I was like, let me go plug it in. But I had the one in that was like the one AirPod was still charged. But then there was one AirPod and the case charging in the break room. So I went and plugged that in. And then as I'm listening to music or a podcast, whatever I was listening to, I'm hearing it start to like fucking like break up. Like I'm too far away from my phone or something. But after the fact, I realized it was because someone took the other AirPod out and that one was connected to my phone and they were walking away with it is why it was breaking up. So I go, but at this time, I don't realize it yet. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm taking out the AirPod, reconnecting. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening? So I go to the break room to go grab my AirPod case. I open it up. And it's empty. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, did I not put the other one in? I'm checking my pockets. And that's when it fucking hits me. It's like, oh, it was breaking up because some idiot thought they could take my AirPod, put it in theirs, and it would connect to their phone. But that's just not how it fucking works. And I guess it was too much of a dumbass. And then he's like, oh, I can't bring it back now because it doesn't connect. I'm just going to look like an idiot. So he just fucking took it and did whatever with it. Who fucking knows? But yeah, at the time I didn't realize, but I exactly. And it's in the break room. You know, that's a fucking coworker. It's charging. But yeah, I realized after the fact, it's like, fuck, someone was walking away with the AirPod. That's why it fucking started disconnecting. So I go to my manager. I'm like, yo, can you check the cameras to see who went into the break room around when let's just say it was around 7:40 when my AirPod started bugging. And he said he would go check. And the next day I come back in and he's like, yeah, we think we know who did it. Nothing else came out of it. Nothing else. There was no like, hey, we fired the guy. Hey, we talked to the guy. Hey, we got your AirPod back. Nothing came out of it. So this is why I have one AirPod to this day, because someone stole the other one. And it's like,
Oh, I'd be pissed.
take the fucking case, you idiot. You can't just take my AirPod, put it into your case, and it's not going to connect. It just doesn't work like that. Just take my whole fucking case at that point. But yeah, it is like, for it to be, it'd be one thing if I lost it, a customer picked it up, but for it to be in the break room on charge, a coworker goes in there and takes it. It's like, bro, that's just, yeah. And I think I know who did it, but he's no longer working there, so nothing I can do now. But
I just whooped his ass, even if it wasn't him.
I should have, but none I can do about it now. I'm just rocking one AirPod until this one literally dies on me. But yeah, the best gift what's the best gift you think you handed out? I was just telling my brother that on Christmas Day, those jerseys are so clean.
Those jerseys are hard.
So clean, bro. So clean. What's the best gift you gave out this Christmas, you think?
So my grandmother is very religious, and when I was like 6, I told her that the Old Rugged Cross was my favorite Christian song, and I got her like a little frame thing with lyrics in that, and it made her cry. So it was definitely like the most heartfelt one.
Mm-hmm.
But I got my brother this like Nike quarter zip, and I only got it because I thought it was sick, and it's like, if he don't like it, I'll keep it. But every time I show up and I'm wearing something like this or something that I like a lot, it's like, hey, you let me get that? So I'm pretty sure he likes it, and I hope he likes it. And that, Greg, if you're watching, hope you like it.
Mm-hmm.
But like 3 or 4 years ago, I also got him this like small black Santa mug, and he loved it. He thought it was hilarious. So this year, I went back to the store, and they had this jumbo black Santa mug. And I bought it, and when he opened it, he was like a little, like literally a kid on Christmas.
That's what's up. It's like Christmas these days is just more about honestly just handing out the gifts than receiving them. Like I walked into because my brother and his fiance did something like some Christmas breakfast. That's why I was watching all the games. I was there till like 8, from 11 to like 8 or whatever, watching all the NBA, NFL games that day. And I walk in with wearing my Niner slippers because I opened gifts with these friends the night before Christmas Eve. So I walk into my brother's Christmas breakfast or whatever with the Niner slides on, and he's like, "Yo, those are hard, bro. I don't get a pair." And it's like the whole time I knew I have a pair for him in the car, because I got him before I got him that before I even knew, like, he liked them or whatever, before I knew I was getting them. So I already had them in the car. And later that night, everybody leaves. It's just me and my brother and his son. I got him some fucking dinosaurs and shit because that's what he likes. But I'm like, yo, I'm gonna run out to the car real quick, gotta grab something. I come back in, and he was like, yo, you asked it for some slides earlier, and he really liked it. He's not a guy that gets like emotional or anything, but you could tell he was like happy. Because when I
were
walked
they Raven
in,
slides or the
Celtic slide,
okay.
slides. Because he was like, damn, I don't get no slides. And okay, look at you. But yeah, I brought those in for him, so he liked that. What else did I get? This my friend, because I went shopping with her for another friend, for one of our not Vanessa, for a mutual friend. And while we were shopping together, there was a bunch of things she was like, "Oh, I love this. I love," you know how girls be. We're shopping for one thing, but I love this. I love this. So every time she would like pick something up and be like, "I love it," I was writing it down in my phone. This was like 3 weeks ago. I was writing it down in my phone. So I went back to the fucking mall we were at, and I got a bunch of the things she was like picking out that she loved. So I gave that to her. She really liked that because
you in love, bro.
It's not a girl that I'm talking to. It's literally not. It's not. This is not Vanessa.
Not, the one you were shopping with wasn't Vanessa?
No. We were shopping for Vanessa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was this the restaurant waiter girl, or is it different?
He's just making shit up. What are you talking about? The restaurant waiter girl. Wait, you're being serious?
Yeah.
Restaurant waiter girl?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
That just confused
Vanessa's homie.
Oh, yes! When we went to go see Vanessa's friend at her work, when I told you, yes, this is her. Yeah.
Why did you act like I was stupid?
Bro, so I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? But yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it was there. So yeah, I got her a bunch of stuff, a bunch of soaps and stuff she had picked out, some like lip oil or whatever she had picked out and shit like that. But yeah, Christmas was a pretty decent time.
I don't see you, man.
Can't complain. It was a pretty decent time. Got some good stuff. I love this Niners shirt. I love the pillow. It's so soft, and the Niner slides are my favorite gift from Christmas. So it was a good time.
I'm having Christmas with my pops on Saturday, so I haven't gotten everything yet. But Christmas is by far my favorite holiday. Spending time with my two brothers is is the best of me. They're like my best friends.
Yeah, I don't know if Christmas is my favorite. I don't know if I even have maybe Halloween, but it's like
Mine is Christmas because I don't like the rest. Like I don't
I
give a fuck about the rest of them.
I enjoy Halloween. Thanksgiving is also pretty decent, and this is just the best stretch of the year. But yeah, Christmas it has definitely grown on me the past years. Like every year, I become more and more of a Christmas guy. It's just the vibes. People are nicer. People are just smiles on their face. It feels like, and just spending time with people. Like literally, just sitting at my brother's watching all the NBA games was just a great time. And especially that all the games were amazing. It was a great time. So yeah,
So
shouts to Christmas.
I've told you a lot about my pops the last couple episodes, and he's one of the most unique guys I've ever met. I go over to his house a couple weeks ago, and he goes, "Hey, on the 28th or whatever the hell Saturday's going to be, you want to go snow tubing?" And he goes, "Bryce and Greg are going, and if you want to go, we can go."
You're like,
I was
fuck
like,
no.
I don't care. We can go, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And then he calls Greg, and it's like, "Hey, me and Brady are going snow tubing. If you want to go, we can go."
Wow. So he was using his brothers. They was like, oh, they going to get you to go, and he did the same thing to them.
It literally calls Greg. Greg's like, okay, whatever. He calls Bryce. Hey, me, Brady, and Greg are going to the snow trails if you want to go. And it's like, oh my gosh. So if I say no, then nobody else is going?
Wow. So he just played all of y'all. Talking about, yeah, Brady said yes. Greg said yes. Bryce said yes.
Why doesn't he just say, hey, I want to go to snow trails?
Yeah.
And it's fucking snow trails. It's the weak ass little hills. It's like, oh.
So what do you do? You just like snowboarding and stuff?
You're literally on like a tube and you just slide down the hill.
He wants to spend some time with his sons, man. Can you blame him?
Yeah, we could do literally anything else.
Wow.
I mean, we'll have fun. Like I said, it's always fun spending time with him. And as long as we're not watching football, he's usually in a good mood. So.
All right.
But if you got to this point in the episode, let us know your favorite gift that you gifted. Let us know the favorite gift you got.
Mm-hmm. What did you watch a Christmas movie this Christmas?
I did not.
The Christmas movie I watched was Four Christmases. It was actually a pretty decent movie. My first time.
Vince Vaughn? Don't know Vince Vaughn?
No. Let me look him up. It was Vince Vaughn. Laying Luca out 1 month. Shit.
It is Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
That's a good pull by me.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent movie. I enjoyed it.
I love Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn has a movie with Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson? Let me look him up.
Oh my! He plays Lightning McQueen in Cars.
Never seen this guy in my life.
We gotta start the movie. We gotta start the movie reviews.
Never seen this guy in my life.
We have to start the movie. Hey, if you're watching this, leave us a movie that we should watch.
On Mansion, and we'll... Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Yeah, no. Yeah, Cars.
That's insane, bro. He's probably a top 20 actor all the time.
He was a Night at the Museum? Wow.
Yes, it's him and Ben Stiller.
Don't remember this guy.
So if I say, you know who Christian Bale is?
Christian Bale, he's a superhero, no? Is that one of the Batmans?
Yes, he plays Batman with fucking Maggie Gyllenhaal. Do you know Jake Gyllenhaal?
Absolutely not.
Bro, I'm sorry, we have to start the movie review. This is horrible.
I've always said I'm not a movie guy. I'm not a movie guy.
But why? Man. You don't enjoy them or you just don't watch them?
I just don't watch them. It's just like, especially if I'm at home and a movie's on, it's only ever as background noise. And it's like, even if I'm like, you know what, let me sit down and watch this movie, I'm gonna fucking get distracted and go watch something else, or I'm gonna fall asleep. And it's like, fuck, where'd I leave off at? It's like I only ever go to the movies if it's an Avengers movie, like they're all together, or it's Spider-Man, or my brother asked me to go to the movie, like someone asked me. I will never go on my own, except for Inside Out 2. Inside Out's one of my favorite Pixar movies. I had to go watch that. But
I mentioned it earlier. Shout out to Breadbasket. That's one of Zach's favorite movies.
I love but it's Ratatouille then Inside Out. I love Inside Out so much.
Never seen it.
Never seen Ratatouille or Inside Out? Well, both is crazy.
I don't like Ratatouille, and I've never seen Inside Out.
Okay, that's my favorite Pixar movie all time. That is Suj's favorite movie, period, all time. So he's gonna get on your ass if he sees that. He will get on your ass saying you don't like.
I just think there's so many better movies.
I love Ratatouille. Like no matter what age I am, no matter how many times I've seen it, I could sit down and watch Ratatouille. Doesn't matter the time of day, anything. I'll sit down and watch it. It's phenomenal.
You're taking Ratatouille over Kung Fu Panda?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm taking Ratatouille over all of those fucking over everything, over Toy Story, over Cars, over all of that shit. All of it. Ratatouille sits atop. Lion King, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. We're done with the 90s, Lion King. We're done with the 90s. It's Ratatouille, baby. Ratatouille.
Cars is my favorite animated movie ever.
Cars is shit. Cars is shit. Let me not say Cars is shit. I'm not a Cars guy. I'm not a Cars guy at all. At all. At all.
I literally had every single car, like, you know, the little toys. I had every single one in the movies when I was a kid. Like, even the side characters. If it existed, I had it. Like, I was that big of a fan.
Not a Cars guy at all.
Like, I had a Sarge, and they got recalled because it was like lead paint, and you could get like a lot of money for him. I just kept him because I thought he was cool. So I was playing with a lead paint toy.
Wow, well, your family was, Brady, please turn this in. We can change our lives. And you was like, no, I can't.
Okay, it's not like millions.
Yeah,
before we get out of here,
mm-hmm.
What are you saying? You're
I was gonna say I'm a big
Ratatouille guy.
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
It was just bogus. Kung Fu Panda is way better.
Suge, get on his ass. Get on his ass. Go ahead, man. We really need to do the movie thing because I'm not a movie guy at all, man. Like at all, bro. I don't watch movies. Like you could, like Pulp Fiction, a big movie I've never seen before. What other, like Inception? I don't know if I've ever seen before. Like all time classics I've never seen. But Elf. This was my first year. Like this was like 2 weeks ago was my first time ever seeing Elf, and Elf was phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like there are some movies that I know are classics, but I've never ever seen ever. So
what services you got? You got Netflix, Hulu,
no,
Prime?
Just Netflix. But
you don't have Amazon Prime?
No. My brother does.
So you don't watch Thursday Night Football?
I watch it on Twitch.
Oh shit! I forgot they did that.
Yeah, but I can watch it. I can watch it.
We can do Netflix.
I have all those platforms. If you know what I mean. I have all those platforms. I can watch it.
Look movie?
I can watch it. I can watch it. So whatever movie you want to watch, we can watch.
I'll cook one up for next episode.
As long as one of these days we can watch Freedom Riders, my all-time favorite movie.
I don't know what that would be on, but I can look. I'll find a good Netflix movie and suggest it to you, and then I'll suggest it next episode, and we'll review it next preview.
Bet.
Cool.
Bet.
You down?
Absolutely. Oh, before we get out of here? Yeah, while we're on like movies and shows, or whatever. Are you a Squid Game guy?
That was literally what I've been trying to get out.
Really? Wow. We're just in sync. Go ahead.
You watched the first season?
No. Yeah. The first season. Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
I want to start this next one.
I mean, it came out today, so yeah.
Yeah. I fuck around watching an episode once we're done with this.
I watched the first episode, and the ending of it is fucking crazy. So yeah, go ahead.
It's already starting off good. Okay, bet.
I don't know how they get into so the trailer is him back in the games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious like how they get to that, but
how many episodes is it? Did you look at like all the episodes?
No idea. I literally just clicked. So I've been watching Beast Games too. There's 3 episodes of that out now, and it's okay. But
I seen you retweet some shit about Beast Games. I seen some clip about Beast Games where it was like 3 people in some room, there's some white room, and there was like some, I don't want to spoil, but I just seen a TikTok, and like I haven't watched a second, and it's like they're like, okay, we're gonna shoot into this bag, and it's like whoever misses, you're out. So first person shoots, he makes it. Second guy shoots, he misses. Last person shoots, he makes it. And the guy that misses was like, he walked up to the thing to say, all right, I'm out. And he's like, actually, nope, I'm not leaving. And he sat down, and the guy was like, you're a fucking scumbag. You fucking snaked us. You said you were going to leave, so why'd you even make us shoot if you weren't going to do it? He's like, no,
it was his idea.
I don't care. Yeah, it was his idea. He's like, how about we shoot? Yeah. So I don't know the context.
They all got eliminated.
But that is crazy. And I'm sure they signed some waiver where it's like no physical, anything.
I'd beat his ass.
Once we were off of that fucking set, we're jumping him. Once we were off of that set, we're jumping him. I'm losing out on $5 million because you didn't want to fucking be a man of your word. You came up with it. And it was like, nah, I'm not leaving. He just sat down in that fucking corner. Boy, I would have slapped the fuck out of him, bro. Oh, man. Like, I didn't have any context, and he pissed me off. But go ahead.
The one take was funny because she like agreed that she would be the one to eliminate herself. But Mr. Beast was like, you can ask for anything and we'll get it to you for like them to figure out who's going to get eliminated. So she was ordering like balloons and dresses and pizzas and ice creams. And she said, can I get a horse? And they brought a horse in there for her so they could pet it. And it's like, she just abused the system.
Money, bro. He just got too much fucking, just bringing a horse whenever he, like, shout out to Mr.
The end of, I don't want to spoil anything, but the end of the second episode, they split into 4 like 200-person teams. And it was like,
yeah, how many people are there? Because I saw the guy's shirt had 1,000 on it. How many people are on the show?
It started with 2,000. So it started with 2,000 on the YouTube video, and the YouTube video cut it down to 1,000 just to like promote it onto Amazon Prime. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it started with 1,000, but they cut it into 4 teams, and they each had to announce a captain, and it was like a board behind them, and it's just going up in money until someone takes it. And if they click the button, their whole team's out, but they get the money and they stay in the game.
Oh, was that? I seen a clip of somebody do it for like 50,000 or something like that. It was 5 something thousand. Oh,
it was 50,000 that the lady jumped out on.
Yeah,
like
yes.
And she jumped before the bell rang, and so she didn't get the money.
That's what happened, and her whole team was still.
You should watch it, dude. You should watch it. It's a good show.
I don't have Prime.
Just hit your brother up.
Okay. Yes, sir.
You're not gonna be on it all the time, so.
Yeah, you're right. I can't.
But back to Squid Games. You should get into Squid Games too. So.
I will, because I was asking the guys if they wanted to watch it together, but they was like, "No, we're not watching it together." So I'm just gonna watch it on my own, or I may ask Vanessa if she wants to watch it together.
We can talk about it on here.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll make sure to watch. We'll figure it out what episode you're at. At a certain point, we'll stop at the same spot so we can talk about it. Shit like that. Because I don't want to be on fucking episode 7 and you're on episode 3, and then I'm talking about shit that Because like, how fast of a watcher are you?
I binge shit.
So never mind. So we'll just talk about it wherever If I'm at 2, you're at 8. We'll just talk about from episode 1 and 2. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
All right.
But all right,
we can get out of here then.
We appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas and are bringing some good stuff into the new year. We'll talk about some New Year resolutions next episode, or maybe next Thursday. Some things we learned from the year. But we'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy football. We love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.